everyone, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Melissa. I just wanted to do a really quick video today showing you the simplest chili ever. You can do it on the stove, you can do it in the crock pot. I always do it in the crock pot unless I'm like really pressed for time and need to get it done quickly. It is so simple and so delicious and healthy. So I'll tell you the ingredients as I put them in, and then once it's finished, I will show you what I do at the very end, as well as show you how I cook my cornbread. So the first thing is 2 cans of whole kernel corn, and I just get the organic kind from Walmart or the grocery store or wherever. So you're gonna put that in, you're not gonna drain it. Just dump that straight in. Like I said, you are going to do 2 of those. Now, lots of times I will make a little bit extra, and then that way I can freeze it in some baggies and just have an instant meal on another day, and just have to thaw it, warm it up, and not necessarily cook it, which I feel is kind of a win-win. So second, I do 2 cans of the Bush's chili beans, red beans, and I just do the mild sauce. You can obviously do whatever heat you prefer, but since we still have littler kids in the house, they don't like as much heat, and so I kind of try to mild it down a little bit, but yet not eliminate the flavor. So there is my second can of chili beans. Then the next thing that I put in is the tri-bean blend, and again I just get the organic from Walmart or the grocery store, and it's kidney beans, pinto beans, and black beans. That's the other thing that I like about, and again we do not drain. We don't drain any of this, which makes it even more awesome. But the one of the main things that I like about this soup is that there's lots of beans in them. So it's, you know, it's kind of a good way to get your kids to eat beans without, you know, just eating plain beans, because I mean, I'm kind of on the same road as they are when they say gross. I don't want to just eat a scoop of beans. So this way, it's a lot easier to get it in their bellies. Next, I'm putting 2 cans of organic diced tomatoes. These I just get in bulk from Kirkland's because I use so many of them. So you're just going to dump those right in with the rest. Then the last canned item that I use is the organic tomato sauce, and I get that from Kirkland's in bulk as well because we use a lot of it. Next, I put in 2 cups of water. And because my kids don't really like the texture of cut up onions, I go ahead and put in 2 tablespoons of diced onions. That way they just kind of blend in as being cooked, and my kids don't notice them enough to say anything. Then I put in 3 tablespoons of just taco seasoning. Then lastly, I put in 3 tablespoons of the Hidden Valley Ranch home-style seasoning. And that's just the powder. And then just mix all of that together And you just want to kind of make sure that the powder from your taco seasoning and your ranch dressing just kind of gets fully immersed. That way it doesn't clump on you. The other thing that I love about this chili, besides the fact that it is so easy to make, is that you can take it to anyone. If you need to take someone food, this is just such a great dish to take, because you don't have to worry about whether or not they're vegetarian, any food allergies, you know, anything like that. It's just super easy, and anybody can eat it. And then I'm just gonna set my timer on high for 4 hours, and I'm going to start that. And that is what it looks like. And then when I get back home from picking up the kids, this is going to smell absolutely amazing. So I will meet you guys back here after it has cooked, and then I will show you what I do next. So for the last 15 minutes, obviously this says 14, but when we're down to about the 15-minute mark, what I do is I just take the lid off, and then I put in about 2 kind of heaping-ish globs of sour cream, and I just kind of move that through there. And you can use any kind of sour cream. It doesn't necessarily make a big difference. And I just stir it around in there. I've used cream cheese before, like half cream cheese, half sour cream. But I didn't have any cream cheese today, so I've done both. It doesn't really change the taste much at all. And so I just kind of get all of the little clumps out of there. And then I let that cook for the remaining time. What I do while I wait for this to finish cooking, just kind of the last few minutes of that, is I put my cornbread together. I use the Jiffy corn muffin mix, and I use the vegetarian one because it does not have lard in it. So what I do is I actually make a double batch, because I'm going to put it into my cast iron skillet. So I put 2 of these in. I'm telling you, friends, this is just so easy. If you decide to invite people over at the very last second, this is so easy to do. Even if you don't have time to do the chili in the crock pot, you can just do it on the stovetop and just warm everything up. It's so fast. Okay, so we've got that in there. Then we need 2 eggs. And I always crack my eggs in something else first, just in case I get one that should not be eaten. And then 2/3 of a cup of milk. If you hear singing in the background, those are my kids. They are taking showers, and I mean, seriously, who doesn't like to sing in the shower? All right, so just pour that in there, and then you just whisk that together. Just like that. Then I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my oven. And I'm going to turn it all the way down, but just so that it heats. And then what I do is I just put a little bit of butter on the skillet. And I just let that melt down. This is actually how my husband's grandma always made her cornbread, and it was absolutely delicious. So that is how I now make mine. So I just rub that around so that I get the whole bottom of the iron coated. And this just kind of creates a buttery glaze on the bottom, and then you pour your batter over it and it just kind of glazes the top of your cornbread, and it is so good. Okay, so just like that, and I let it sit there for just about 1.5 minutes and just kind of crystallize, and then we're gonna pour our batter in. Okay, so now that that has kind of crystallized, I'm just gonna go ahead and dump my batter in. And I know that some of you are going to ask me where I got my mixing bowl, and I actually got it at Home Goods. Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but I mean, they have these there all the time. So I'm sure you could find a similar one. All right, so then I just kind of spread that out like that. And this is what it looks like once I get it into the skillet. I let this sit here and just kind of cook a little bit on the bottom to get just a little bit extra crispy. Not extra crispy, like gross extra crispy, but just, you know, kind of glazed with the butter on the bottom. And then once that is finished here for those couple minutes, then I go ahead and put it into the oven on 400 for about 18 minutes. And that is what it looks like, friends. We've got cornbread and chili. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will just try this recipe out. And if you do and you love it, then let me know. And if you don't love it, then keep it to yourself. No, I'm kidding. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, I would love it if you would join our community here on YouTube. And while you're at it, just go ahead and click on that bell. That way you are notified every time I post a new video. I also post on Instagram almost every single day, and so if you want to jump over there and get to know me a little bit better outside of an edited video, then I would love it if you would join me over there as well. Until next time, friends, I just encourage you to intentionally create a life that you absolutely love living and will not need a vacation from. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Where the ships must go.